Great way to start. We're starting with a dedication to Lance Reddick. Oh my god, Redrick Claymore. Hey, Lance Reddick, the GOAT. I didn't really care for Zavala as a character. He got better in the last year with the seasons and the story. Still not my favorite, but I'm excited to see what could potentially come from Destiny in the next, after the final shape, and to see what is the future of Destiny. You know, I think a lot of the question on people's minds is what's going to happen to Destiny after the final shape. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Mr. Rapid K-Mate. Today, we are watching the Destiny 2 showcase. As of this moment, I am live on Twitch, watching with my wonderful community. Say hello, community. And we're going to watch this reveal together and then post this on YouTube. I turn it up? Yeah. How's that? Destiny but sure? Hey, there's always a time to start. You want it louder? Excellent. I can make it louder if you want, or quieter. I want to see what's happening with the final shape. I want to see what's happening with the year after the final shape, because I know they talked about possibly changing the structure or the way their post expansion strategy is. I'm really excited to see what happens after the final shape. That's really what I'm here for. Okay, now I'm excited. Have I pulled the Witch Queen? We did! We killed her! But she may be coming back this season on Destiny. I'm actually excited now.
Thanks for tuning in, y'all.
You're welcome.
Like many of you, I've been playing games as long as I can remember. They're a core part of what makes me
Don't do that, Llama.
who I am. I believe there's this deeply rooted, often unstated mission of games to keep adventure alive. In 2014, Bungie set out to start a new adventure. Heroes awakened on a desolate planet. A silent god set in our sky. And it wouldn't be long before an ancient enemy, shrouded in darkness, showed up at humanity's door to destroy us.
The Witness!
Over the years,
Joe did say we'd have
our heroes would shape a story
video.
far greater than anything we could have imagined. Players would explore deep into the depths of Venus, hunting a machine god that controlled time itself. They'd invent ways to combine their mythic weaponry and their paracausal abilities to stand alone against monsters that took others an entire elite squad. They'd race alongside their friends far into the early morning in the halls of an ancient city where only a select few emerged victorious at dawn, clutching the heart of a dragon.
Oh my god.
But most importantly, they'd bring their friends and their family into this world and together meet new faces on this adventure who would become lifelong companions. Now, together, we approach the final shape. We're about to embark on the last expedition of Destiny's first saga.
What?
So let's be clear about the stakes. In the final shape, you will go inside the Traveler. The journey will be difficult. And what awaits you on the other side of this trek is nothing less than the deadliest entity we have ever faced.
Ooh.
There will be no open betas. There aren't going to be any guides on the internet telling you how to handle what's to come. Whether you've been with us from the beginning, joined us somewhere along the road, or are looking at Destiny for the first time, anybody who shows up on launch day is going to be greeted with this same uncharted world. A vacuum-sealed experience begging for you to be the first person to peel it open.
What?
So today is your invitation to go forth and adventure.
What? Open beta? When have they ever done an open beta? It's the Cosmodrome. This is the start of Destiny 1. This is us coming back to life.
After all these years, we never talked about it. Why I brought you back.
What the fuck?
Why you were chosen.
It's the tower. Look that up. That's the tower. The original tower. Vault.
The truth is, I didn't know then. It was just a feeling.
Hello. What was that? Oh, this is a jump.
But I know now. After all we've seen,
Kane!
all we've lost,
What the fuck is
this
that?
fight
Savannah.
might be our last. So I'm asking you one last time
What?
to rise.
Yeah! Rise! Oh. Whoa. That was the original tower covered in like moss and trees like it was in the distant future. The heart of the
This is a
traveler.
momentous time in Destiny history. We've been building to this moment for the last 10 years.
The final shape is the conclusion to that journey. This is a moment in gaming that as a developer you just don't get very often.
Guardians and allies are fighting the biggest threat that the universe has ever seen in this big culmination of the Light and Darkness saga.
Ooh. So this is maybe this is an alternate
When we were
reality,
thinking about what the
alternate
final shape
timeline.
could be, it had to be a lot of different things. It needs to pay off this epic confrontation with the Witness that we've been setting up for years. It has to bring you closer to your allies in the Vanguard. It has to be this place that like makes you feel nostalgic for the entire journey you've been on.
Yeah.
When we were resurrected by Ghost at the very beginning of this story, we didn't know why, but it was for this. The Traveler is asking us for help, and it's our responsibility to protect
What a
every
cool
living
idea.
thing in the universe from what the Witness intends to do.
I like the idea that this is like they're really showing off like
When
the
we
start
first
and like this is
start
the
final
culmination of the
shape,
journey.
We
That's
are
sick.
finally able to go through the portal that the Witness opened in the Traveler at the end of Lightfall.
Inside is the pale heart of the Traveler. That is the stage for our showdown with the Witness.
Okay. This is the
The
pale
Witness
heart.
has the darkness. It has always had a connection to it. The pale heart of the Traveler is what it's trying to use to gain connection to the light. So with both, it can enact its final shape.
The Witness looks around and sees a lack of purpose, no meaning. It wants to fix all that. So it's trying to put the universe into this frozen perfection where everything's just exactly how it thinks it's supposed to be. That is the final shape.
We finally found out what the final shape is. Oh my god.
If we're going to defeat the Witness, it's going to take everyone. Failure is not an option.
We're gonna need the Vanguard, all of our allies, and all the Guardians to rally together and be brave in the face of Oblivion.
That's the original town.
In
That's
the
so
final
crazy.
shape, we're going to answer questions at the grandest scale. But what I find really interesting is that it's also a very personal journey where we deepen our relationships with these characters that
I
we've
love
known
that.
for so long. Zavala, Ikora,
I wanna
our
do that.
Ghost,
I want that.
Get to reconnect with Cade 6. So,
crazy.
like, while there's this great conflict and everything going on around us and stakes of just unimaginable
That's what makes a really good
heights,
story.
it's still at the end a story told around campfire.
Big stakes,
By a bunch of companions.
but an
who
emotional
have been
journey
fighting
about
together
people.
For hundreds of years.
I brought you back for this. What a great marketing. They're doing it. The tower.
In the final shape, we're going through the portal that the Witness has opened up to confront it and stop the final shape. Inside the Traveler is this infinite, vast, unknowable, and we're landing on the Pale Heart, which is a fraction of really what is inside the Traveler.
Whoa, what the
Pale Heart
fuck?
is weird. It's a little strange.
Whoa.
It makes you feel a bit uncomfortable. And it is also just so cool and artistic in the best way.
Oh wow.
The Witness entered well
So
ahead
like
of
all
any
the architecture of
Guardians,
Destiny we've ever had.
and so it's had time to kind of shape what's there. When our Guardian enters, the rest of the Pale Heart starts getting shaped also around what we've experienced.
Oh,
This
it's all
is the Traveler
memories.
recreating the world in front of you as it saw on your journey.
Oh, what a cool way to
One
end
of
your
the most
journey for
memorable
the saga.
locales from Destiny's past
to bring back all your
is the
memories.
D1 Tower. It's really a labor of love from the Destiny team. The final shape means so much to everyone.
That's
who's
a great
building
idea.
it, and I think players are really going to be able to see that.
Take a stroll down memory lane.
The Pale Heart is our very first linear destination that we've ever done.
Look at that weapon.
I would love it if players felt that they began their journey in
A
place of
linear
safety
destination.
and feel it escalate in danger, in surrealness, because there is this beautiful evolution of the space.
Whoa.
They see things that are more and more wrong as they begin to go towards the Witness's monolith. It's kind of this omnipresent, foreboding thing off in the distance.
That thing is
The weirdest
crazy looking.
things happen as you get closer to the monolith in the form of reshaping. Kind
I
of
like whatever that weapon is.
Constructing things and putting them back together just wrong.
The sense of scale you get out there, like as you're exploring these spaces and you're jumping on these reshaped cuboids of Earth, you feel tiny as a Guardian. You feel alone. You feel like you are not the force to be reckoned with, that you have.
Kind of reminds me of Mercury.
You're not the God Slayer right now. You're just this little person jumping from these massive pieces to massive pieces.
Wow, there's
One
a lot
of
of
the things that we really
giant
try to
statues
also
just
capture
staring
is
at
that
you.
the Witness
I love
keeps
that.
throwing everything it has at you. And so you're going to fight these new enemies, the Subjugators.
Oh, oh
Subjugators
fuck.
are the new unit you're going to be facing in the final shape.
Oh no.
They
Oh
have an
no.
enhanced power set. They're performing stasis powers and strand powers
Oh,
to face the
wow.
Guardian. Well, in support of all the other enemies you're
They're just
fighting
like
too.
the
They bring something entirely new to the
What are
battlefield,
they?
which is kind of this element of control.
tormentors.
They're
Yeah,
back there
tormentors.
Pinging away with stasis abilities.
They're more
throwing
like
crystals
Rogue.
at
You see them-
freezing you in place.
Oh my god.
tangling
You know how
up.
the tormentors were Nezarec? These are Rolk from
We're
Vow of the
focusing
Disciple.
you
You can tell by the way
on
they're moving. Oh my
the
god.
campaign and only the campaign. It's the most important thing in the universe
They kick.
at that moment. You have to stop the final shape from happening.
And for that, we do need the help with our allies. And so we're going to make sure that the core Vanguard team gets back together. Zavala and Ikora and Cade.
That's
The
insane.
campaign is just the start of the Pale Heart. After you've reached the monolith and finished the campaign, we open up the entire destination, and so the entire Pale Heart is going to react to you and what you are doing.
Oh my god, it's like the Dreaming City. It changes after the
The
campaign.
campaign in the final shape doesn't really end with the final mission. The raids are where you defeat like the big bosses.
Raids?
So it's only natural that when you are going to confront the Witness,
Oh,
you're
in
going
general.
to do that in the raid. But that might not be enough.
Is this
This
the
is
raid?
a moment where we need to rally all Guardians to be able to
Wait.
overcome the final shape and the Witness.
The raid isn't enough? Harnessing the light. Oh, you gotta tell me more.
In the final shape, we are inside the Traveler, very close to this energy. This allows us to have new supers, Arc, Solar, Void.
We want
New Arc Solar Void?
something that turns you into an offensive powerhouse.
I
but
saw that
also
Void axe
can
and I was like, there's
benefit
no
your
way.
Allies in a support capacity. There is this thread of team play and like working with your friends to overcome the odds. The Warlock Super is its ultimate expression of solar energy coursing through your Guardian. This Solar Warlock Super is a callback to Radiance from D1.
Other than Golden
Yeah,
Gun,
I was gonna say, it looks like
this is
Radiance
the
from
only
D1.
other first-person
You just throw a bunch of
super in
grenades
Destiny
forever.
right now. Your melee's like all of these projectiles going off, doubling the amount of projectiles. Your grenade almost being sentient.
Oh, look,
as
it's like a
it surges
bird.
around, and then it hits a character and bounces off and goes to another one. And
What?
you're so overflowing
Oh my
with
God.
this energy that you are also giving it to your allies,
What the
allowing them
fuck stuff?
to have their solar weapons
By the way.
supercharged, applying Scorch when they're shooting.
The new Solar Warlock aspect, when I cast my Rift, it is going to create this little solar soul that when it sees an enemy, it launches part of itself out.
A
and hits
solar
the enemy and
soul.
explodes and scorches them.
It just feels very alive.
Oh my god, now I got a solar arc soul, solar
Twilight
soul.
Arsenal.
Arsenal?
It's a layered super.
This is the only ranged one-off offensive super for Titans in the game.
We get a
The
ranged one-off
Titan
super?
Jumps up into the air, summons this giant void axe,
Uh-huh.
throws it, summons another one, throws it, summons another one, looks at a different group of enemies, throws it. And when these axes fly through the air, they stick into the ground or an enemy.
Oh my God, I'm gonna die.
Gravity thing where they suck a bunch of energy,
Oh.
enemies in, and then explode.
I love it so
But
much.
that doesn't destroy the axe. The axe sticks around, and you and your allies can go and pick up that axe and start wailing on enemies with it.
This super is insane to me.
The Void Titan aspect, I press
That's so
and
cool.
hold my grenade button to consume my grenade and turn it into the shield. The more damage it takes,
Booyah!
the more it charges up, and then I can release that. And
What?
it creates this blast that deals massive
Yes! Oh my god, Axe Only raid, that'd be
The
crazy.
Hunter Arc super.
Arc is all about finding the shortest
Don't care,
distance
skip
between
the
2
hunter.
points. The hunter kind of rears back, takes this knife, and throws it across
I know,
the
right,
road,
Chips?
and then is
The-
able to
this is
blink
the
to
Warlocks.
its position, do the slash that just decimates anyone nearby.
One really
The
great
Titan's
thing
like,
about that is
"Fucking
not
burn,
just you
fucking
do it
burn."
once, but you're able to do it 3 times, along with devastating attacks each time you do it.
The hunter has an aspect. We take our staff, we twirl it in the air, which propels us upward. It creates this burst, which amplifies you and any allies near you.
It almost makes it feel like you're playing a fighting game, right? Like these combos
Wait, what?
that you're chaining together to
Whoa.
do these different moves. It like
Whoa.
puts that
I didn't even
sandbox
pay
to the
attention to
next
this one,
level.
but this looks
The
cool.
more aspects we have, the more capable we are to do that.
It
Who
feels
I
like
need
you're
my-
like riding the lightning, you know? Like that instantaneous, like
That was good, but I think it's more like. You know?
I like it.
Okay. Oh, that's
Weapons team
funny.
has been working on all sorts of goodness. We've got exotics, we've got legendaries, we've got perks. We're always cooking up stuff. We're always playing with stuff that we think is like really interesting or taking inspiration.
Yeah,
we
Titan,
have
baby.
Tessellation, which is this exotic pyramid fusion rifle.
I want
It
that.
has
That looks so
the
sexy.
really intriguing property of adapting your Guardian's current damage type.
This will be the first time that you can run a weapon that can adapt to be strand or stasis in the energy slot. So you'll be
Oh.
able to run an entirely strand or entirely stasis loadout.
Whoa, that looks
Additional property that You
sexy.
can special reload to reshape your grenade and suck it into the weapon.
Whoop.
And then fire out a super destructive single projectile.
That,
It's a really
whoa,
special
that
weapon.
looks
One
sexy.
specific exotic that I can make that's like
That's
really
amazing.
zany that you would like right now.
What if
That's so cool.
Golden Gun was a sniper rifle?
What if you could harness the might of the Traveler? You know, we had a moment where we saw that Traveler Beam cutscene. I know people on Weapons went,
Golden
"Oh,
Gun
wow,
is a
you-
sniper?"
That is incredibly dope.
So
Oh,
we've got
that's
this
sexy
opportunity to bring
too.
back these iconic Destiny 1 weapons, but really turn it into
Ugh.
something that feels
Oh,
unique
that's
in
the-
Destiny 2.
The
We
hot,
have to bring
I know that one.
Kvotov into the fold.
What's the Kvotov?
Red Death exotic pulse rifle.
And Dragon's Breath,
Red Death?
burn the world, burn it all.
Dragon's Breath? Oh my
In the
god.
final shape, we have new weapon subfamilies coming, broadening what existing
they?
weapons
What are they?
can be.
Really like bordering on exotic functionality. So for example, we've got a rocket pistol sidearm subfamily. We always liked the special ammo sidearms. This fires tiny, slow-moving rockets. They hit very hard, do a bit of AoE damage.
Huh.
They have a mixture of regular weapon and rocket
interesting.
launcher stats.
I
We're
can
also
use that.
doing a new support weapon subfamily.
The support frame auto rifle is a type of legendary auto rifle. It'll let you switch seamlessly from firing at enemies to healing your allies.
What?
I'm really excited to bring it to dungeons and keep my team alive. honestly.
Zero, I need you to run this gun all of the time. Thank
Weapons
you.
team is always coming up with new ideas. We've got a ton of new cool stuff coming over the next few years, and some new and really wild ideas, which we're pretty excited about.
Does look really good. I'm
Come on,
down with that.
Take a load off. We've got a lot to cover.
It's Cade. Oh my lord.
This
Oh.
place is only big enough for one dashing hero type, and that's me. So, I'm back.
Yeah. How?
Hey, you two, give me a sec.
That was in the original D2 campaign. That was sick. Forsaken.
This is great. Anyone want a hug?
Me.
Get your rock off my map.
Oh.
Worst case scenario, you die. But who knows? Maybe you won't.
That's good odds. Well, Spook looks at Overwatch because Spook plays Overwatch.
Well, better get back to it.
But that is very targeted. No, we're not getting all
In this
campaigns. They're just
moment
showing
where
his
we're
past.
driving to the end of the Light and Darkness saga. It's great to see Cade like return to this world at this moment with all this change.
Cade is a
about to
badass. You would love him.
culminate with this confrontation with the long-standing enemy, the Witness.
Cade is the quintessential hunter. His presence casts such a long
really
shadow
is.
over the story of Destiny, whether it was when he was alive or when he was dead.
What Cade goes through in this journey, how he serves as a catalyst for the other characters, the events that are uncovered to have brought him back. This
That
is
is not
how the
facts.
story had to end. There was no end to the Light and Darkness saga
Without
that
Cade?
didn't have Cade here.
Oh,
alongside his
that's
friends
cool.
To finish the
I
job.
like that.
Once we started digging into the nature of the Pale Heart, I think that crystallized Cade's role as a guide. Cade is Virgil, and he's our guide through this other place. Cade is the one who is.
That's so
the
cool
most
that he's our
appropriate
guide, which
person to
means
be the
lots
guide,
of
'cause That's
dialogue.
his job. That's always been his job. It just feels so natural for
He
Nathan
really-
to be back in the booth.
The game
It
didn't
felt
feel the
amazing
same
to
without Cade.
Just see him slip back into the role.
I
like,
wasn't a
without missing
huge
beat.
Cade fan, but
In the flesh.
he added such a
As it were.
fun element to the
Cade's
game
move
that
that's
really
always
has been
Zavala
missing.
and Ikora together, having him back puts them in a position of questioning where they've been and what they've done without him.
You think about the journey
Ah.
that Zavala's been on and
Yeah.
how he's been taken down this dark path, and you think about the weight that's been on Ikora, having to hold the Vanguard together, having Cade's voice of levity and brightness that he brings to that group. I think is going to be great.
He
for them.
does. Like even in the original
Well,
campaign, when like things
at
were
least
getting
we have
fucked
each
up,
other.
We want people
you know,
to
he was
take
the
away
heart
that
and the
sense of
soul
reunion
of the
and
Vanguard.
that idea of like
of the team,
the gang being back together for this moment.
I'm here now.
Yeah, you're
Wherever
right.
the hell here is.
The boys are back in town. You gotta tell me more about the final shape, please. Please. Unlocking the path. Okay.
Guardian.
Oh.
The Witness poses a dire threat. And the Witch Queen holds the answers we
Oh my god, this is season 22.
Only if we contend with her sister, Zivu Araf. It rests with me.
What?
Do not be afraid.
What the hell? Oh, I see. Savathun's ghost is there. What the fuck? What the fuck?
Bring me your tithes.
What the fuck?
You
What
now
the fuck?
wield hive magic and have entwined it with your light.
What is this?
Assault the Spire, Guardian, and open the way to our tides.
What is that? I want whatever that is. I don't know what happened to Eris. That's Zivu Arath.
Whispers, and they do whisper.
Is this a dungeon?
Fight in my name, Guardian.
What is this?
Every opponent you defeat.
This is season 22.
Strengthens me.
My appetite rises.
No, this is supposed to be the seasonal activity or something. This is supposed to be the seasonal like.
Show her what it is to be Hive.
Let's show the Hive what it is to be Hive.
You have found the horn of battle.
Holy
You are
fuck.
deserving of the greatest death I can bestow.
Season of the Witch. That's cool. What a great
Season
title.
of the Witch is our opportunity as players. We've been annihilating and breaking Hive spells, and now we finally get to cast them.
At the end of Season of the Deep, we learn that Savathun has the key to getting into the portal that we need to go into.
Yeah.
That means we have to go find Imaru, her ghost. Imaru's like, not so fast. We've got a bigger problem first. And that bigger problem's name is Xivu Arath. If we fight her, she only gets stronger. Eris has an idea. It's a really
good
It's
idea.
a wild ass idea, yeah. She determines, like, well, the best way to fight fire is with fire. We are channeling all of that energy that we're creating by going through, by eliminating enemies, and we're tithing to our friend Eris.
Bring me your time.
But Eris is.
What does that mean for the characters and the player
What the
to
fuck?
kind of like be like Savathun? And that's where we went down the path of having Hive Eris. We want to extend that magical fantasy into the player.
Oh, so that's
that
not
ability to have
Xivu
overwhelming
Arath.
magical power, that risk and reward into
It's still
all
Eris.
of our activities and systems experiences. And so that's what led us to come up with things like Deck of Whispers. It's this magical deck of cards that creates amazing synergies with your
That armor looks
Warcraft
crazy.
meta and with buffs and the activities.
They can then choose these cards.
This
at
game
will,
looks like it's
whichever
going
ones they
real
want, and then
hardcore
that
into
really
the
leans into the build crafting.
You actually are getting cards that
nerdy
you can
shit,
then use to
which is
place
kinda
on
cool.
the battlefield and change the way you play.
I am such a sucker for deck building. Like, being able to, like, bring that element
Oh my god,
into
Tapper's
Destiny
gonna
has
fucking
just been
cream.
like, oh, it's really fun.
It's a card game.
So we've got two brand new seasonal activities coming with Season of the Witch. We've
Two
got Altars
activities.
of Summoning and Savathun's Spire.
Savathun's Spire is our new 3-player offensive. You're doing a lot more with the Lucent Hive magic, but it's got a high amount of combatant density. It's got additional random encounters that you can come across.
The Witch's Spire itself, Savathun's Spire, was like
Whoa.
her reliquary for all these different magical experiments
That's really
as
cool
she was
looking.
learning the light. You're there in order to learn as much as you can in order to become a master
No way to know if
spellcaster,
it's
right?
good
To
yet.
become like
Looks good.
Savathun.
I'm
The Altar
not
of Summoning's
a
activity is
card
really
game
exciting
person,
because
so
you can
that's going to be a
spend like
struggle
20
for me.
minutes
But
in it, or you can spend 2 hours in it.
It's a 3-player experience that you
2
can
hours?
hop in and hop out of. As you're going through this activity, you're filling the tithing bucket. As that tithing bucket is filled up, you'll get progressively more rewards. and
Holy
then finally at the
fuck.
end, it'll cash out and you'll get a whole mess of rewards.
We really wanted to make sure that there was a home for any exotic mission content coming in seasons after the year has passed. And so we developed what we're calling the Exotic Mission Rotator.
Right away, we're
Oh.
getting Presage, Vox Obscura, and Operation Seraph Shield.
I want
This is
0
some of
Hour
the
and
most
Whisper.
fun content the team has making. It's some of the content that the fans and
Live
players of Destiny
today?
love the most. The most exciting thing, outside of just the missions themselves, is that every time we put a mission inside of that rotator, the exotic that comes alongside of it will become craftable.
Okay.
With Season of the Witch, we have a brand new Vex lo-fi PvP map coming. It's really exciting.
Oh,
It's got a
yeah.
bunch of,
That
really
does look like a cool
tight
map.
gameplay experiences. We wanted to make sure that we focused the combat a little bit more. With the new Vex network map, we really wanted to make sure we hit is like, hey, you're shoulder to shoulder more often. There's not as much deep sight lines that you're interacting with. And a lot of the
I
flow
like
of the
that. That
map
sounds good.
is actually built around this like kind of central pillar of the Vex network that you're orienting around.
And there's also some modes coming too, right?
We've got a new PvP game mode coming that's all about relics. It's about multiple relics, so it's not just one like the Scorch game mode from the past. So we've got the shield coming from Vault of Glass. We've got the spear back from Season of the Risen. And
we got
the Oh, scythe from wow. Season of the Haunted. Oh, I love that.
So you're
Dude,
gonna
that
be breathing
scythe?
Guardians with that thing.
That was the best
It's
part
a
of
lot
that
more
season.
tactical
That scythe
gameplay.
was so
It's
cool.
all about running around the map.
When you pop
claiming
that
these
scythe,
little
especially when you got that
dispensers,
that
and then
seasonal
grabbing
armor
them
with
in
the
order
fucking
to,
skull, like,
push
oh,
for
felt like the Reaper. Fear the
I
Reaper.
will take what I need. The words in my throat are the weapon in my fist.
We were feeling pretty Hivey this season, obviously.
Yeah.
There's something in the
Lots
air.
of Hive.
And so when thinking about like what's a good raid reprisal that would really suit this very Hivey season, there's only one answer.
Sorry, Chips, it's not Wrath. Crota, baby.
I have seen what the
I feel like this is the season of things Chips doesn't want. Crota's End returns. Oh my god! The armor! Oh my god, the armor's back! Oh my god! The master armor is back!
Only a true weapon
Oh my god!
can stop.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Dude! Okay, I'm happy. Oh my god. That's the master raid armor from Destiny 1. Oh my god. I didn't think they would. Oh my god. Day 1, baby. When is it? September 1st. Day 1. Come on. Ooh, that's actually quite nice. Dude, did you see that armor? That armor's amazing.
Heading into the final shape,
I've been asking for that armor for years.
The Light and Darkness saga. We want to reduce those power
I never got it in Destiny 1. I'm gonna get it in Destiny 2. Don't you worry. Hello, Terminal. How you doing, dude?
And make sure that they have a really great and easy time connecting with other players.
Dude.
In the final shape, we're trying to find ways to make power more simple and easy to understand, and also lowering the barrier to entry.
Get rid of the power level.
Easier for players who have not been able
New
to
system.
jump into game easily because they
coming.
were held back by the challenges in grinding for the power levels that are required by these different activities.
One of the major changes that's going to be
That's the
happening
master one,
starting with
Zero.
the final
We just
shape
saw it.
is there are going to be a certain number of activities that are going to be power fixed. So it doesn't matter kind of what power level you are going into it, you're always going to be able to approach it. There's still going to be
And
tiers
one-
of difficulty that you can do.
One power
and they're
level
just
for your
meant to
whole
be
account to
experienced
all
a
3
certain way.
characters.
Things like Nightfall strikes that will still have power enabled, and that's where we're really going to focus the whole power climb.
The raids, the contest modes that
Yeah.
everybody loves to engage with, that experience is fundamentally going to be staying the same.
I'm excited for this because I think there will be a lot more clarity for players in terms of understanding the relative difficulty of things, where they sit now in the spectrum.
One way that we're trying to do that is making it easier for new players to engage with you. So we're introducing something that we're calling Fire Team Power.
You can actually bring your friends along to play any dungeons and raids in the game without having to wait them to be at a certain power level. The person with the highest power in your fire team is actually going to bring all the others close to their power level, which means that there's no barriers really for
Fire
any
team
other
power.
guardian to join you in this high level content.
That's pretty great because then you can
Finder
bring new
also
people
allows you
in
to
without
find
them having to
strangers,
grind the
people you've never
game,
played with
so
before,
they
have
can
that
just get to
same
the fun
experience.
stuff.
That's all regardless of
Yeah,
the power
Dreamy,
level
yeah,
of the rest of the
exactly.
people in your fire team.
Fireteam Finder is the new feature that's coming in Season 23, aimed at helping connect and find other people to complete the best and most aspirational
Oh,
content
wow.
in Destiny.
What a-
We have
that's a nice
tag
LFG.
system that allows players to be able to say, well, this is my
Wait,
playstyle.
2000? I
I'm
didn't even
really
notice that.
chill. I'm anti-sweat. I'm just really here to have a good time.
Oh no, the tags.
Tags really allows players to show a little bit more personality.
Know what
show
to
a little
do.
bit more about what they're about.
Must
I
be
think what's really great about it is
20,000
with this
power
launch,
level.
we're also looking at including inclusion tags.
As an example, one of the inclusion tags that we have are for colorblind players. Hopefully, the inclusion tags will bring players closer to
Kind
finding the
gamers?
community
I'm gonna use
and
that tag.
Even closer to the people that they're playing with. So once a listing
Must
goes
have
live,
mic.
we'll
I
also be
honestly,
put
I
into a
put that on
listing
every
lobby
post,
where
not gonna
players
lie.
can gather, they can communicate with each other. So we wanted to make it as convenient and as easy as possible.
Application
for players to
required.
not
Wow, they
and
really did a
stare
good
at
job.
screen For a long
I'm so
time while
kind.
their listing actually fills up.
As a gamer who's typically
What the fuck are you
more
doing?
solo, I'm especially excited about this because it really is about helping reduce that anxiety and burden that comes with trying to make a new connection.
How cool.
The feature coming out today that I'm incredibly excited about is Timeline Reflections. Essentially what we have done is we've went back to previous expansions and pulled out missions that we
Oh.
felt really represent key narrative
Wait,
beats within our story. We are going to have a mission for Forsaken, a mission for Beyond Light, as well as a mission for Witch Queen.
Thanks for the memories, Guardian.
The neat thing about these missions is they're not going to be like one-to-one for how you would experience them in the campaign. You're also going to get additional pieces of narrative fed to you to like identify like, hey, this is why it's important that this happened.
They're doing a
Who are the
really good
people
job
you
of
met
like
along
teaching
the
you
way.
A really big one that's
how to
really
play.
timely for Final Shape is Cade's
That's
Last
not what
Stand
you said
from
at all,
Forsaken.
Zero.
This is a
Wow.
moment that a lot of players, new and old, are going to come back to Destiny. I think this is just the right
Is there a
time
Red
to
Wall
introduce
one?
features
Oh my
that are
God, if
gonna
there's a Red
allow
Wall one,
those
I'm gonna
players
play
to
that
jump
today.
right in and find people to play with and enjoy this content regardless of
Oh, we
their
should
power
play that
level.
together. Yes, Terminal. We can teach you. You can play with us. It'll be fun. Day one.
We're reaching the end of this 10-year journey. What comes next?
Cream?
The episodes. And the new way we're going to tell stories moving forward.
What's really important about episodes is that it's a really big shakeup to what we've been doing. Instead of providing 4 seasons a year, you are going to get 3 larger episodes.
Ooh!
The first 3 episodes in this coming year are called Echoes, Revenant, and Heresy.
They're changing the
Coming right
structure
after
of the whole
Final Shape. And the theme for the year is going to be all about the consequences and aftermath of the final.
That's
Shape. I think
sick.
really the cornerstone of the episode model that we're building is the 3-act structure.
What?
The acts act as these anchors for us to introduce new weapons, new artifact mods, new activities. There's going to be new missions
Wait,
coming
what?
around the core. There'll be new story moments in every single one of these acts. We're
Oh.
actually providing more cinematic styled experiences throughout
What?
the Final Shape year and the episodes with it than any of the seasons we've ever developed before.
Dude, this
These new
is
stories
sick.
Are actually playable as standalone. Like each episode is something you can experience whether you've been playing Destiny for 10 years or this is your first one.
You're going to be able to basically enjoy them in any order you want to.
I think the opportunity with this big epic moment is that we get to innovate the game. We get to move the game
Yes.
forward.
It's all about
Fuck these seasons
change
off.
frequently. It's all about deeper story moments. It's all about more weapons, more loot, more often. And it really provides the team with a platform to go much deeper into the themes
More
and
weapons,
fantasies and story of any individual episode as compared to the seasons you know of today.
I'm
I
so
love
excited
it.
to see what the narrative team can do with this kind of new platform of storytelling.
Yeah. Hey,
Episodes
Rebel, how you doing,
provides
dude?
this awesome foundation for the future of Destiny.
We're moving into the next stage of Destiny 2. I think some people
I
look
love
at the
this.
Final Shape and they think Destiny 2 is coming to the end. And in many ways, it's the opposite. We're leaning in. We're putting the pedal to the metal.
Oh.
Episodes provide us a new, innovative way for players to engage with Destiny 2 throughout the year.
So deep. So much deeper. Oh, I love this. What a great idea. We've been all saying it. Give us less seasons, and they did it.
A guardian.
The episodes.
Devotion.
I like that.
Sacrifice.
Do I still have to pay for an episode,
We
the
know
season
that we
pass?
were
In the
chosen for a
episodes?
reason.
Episode
By
pass.
something greater than ourselves.
Guardian. Guardian? Eyes up, Guardian.
That's I mean, we'll have to see what the content is
Fires of each new battle.
and how they support the episodes,
We are
but
forged and
straight off the
sharpened
bat,
into
it seems
what
like a really
must
cool
become
idea.
For the fight ahead. We are the final line that halts the second collapse.
Very cool.
All of us. Every Titan.
I can't wait. Dude, Rebel, we get a Void Axe.
Every hunter.
What is it the Guardians say?
And Hunters get to be ninjas. And Warlocks get...
Bravery inspires sacrifice.
Sacrifice leads to death.
The line between light and dark is so very thin.
Let's cross it together.
Titan Void Axe, Rebel, that we throw. We throw it, Rebel.
Things out in the dark.
It's a ranged
Can overcome.
attack. And...
Trust
No,
me.
Rebel,
You
you
heard
summon
the
this Void
stories
Axe, you
of the
throw it,
traveler's sacrifice.
and then it stays where you threw it, and other teammates can pick it up and use it. Sign me up. Take me, baby.
This time, there is no escape.
Become legend. I'm on my way. Oh, and Crota's End is the returning
It's gonna be an
raid.
exciting year
but
for Guardians.
with the Master
We
Raid
get to
armor.
make good on a promise that we made way back in 2014. There was classic rock blasting, a fire team racing across our solar system, and at the end, a simple message: become legend. Today, you got a glimpse at how we'll be cementing your legend in this upcoming year. We're going to be heading inside the Traveler, experiencing a destination unlike anything we've ever built before. We'll face the biggest bad we've ever made, and we'll do this all alongside a streamlined progression system, allowing us to easily play with friends in any content in the game. And as the dust settles in the final shape,
yes, Revel,
we're going to continue our legends in Echoes. It's Destiny's first episode
Oh
and a new
my
phase
God.
of storytelling for
Jesus
Guardians
Christ.
with brand new
Thanks to the
conflicts
raid, what's up? How you
born
doing?
from the resolution of the Light and Darkness saga. These first episodes are just the beginning. But if you're chomping at the bit to see how the Light and Darkness saga is going to kick off the future of Destiny 2, we've got a ton of great content for you to jump into today. Going live after this,
Oh, yeah.
we've got Season of the Witch with a new story, new weapons, new armor, new activities, and new PvP content.
Give it to me.
All alongside a series of story catch-up missions, allowing any of your friends.
I love
to
that
jump
they're
into
bringing
the
back
game
missions from
and
the
get up to
original.
speed on what's happening
The
in
original
this world.
missions from the campaign.
Then, next week, a brutal reprisal of Crota's End.
A brutal reprisal. Look at that armor! Oh my God!
Content. I can't wait to see you all in the throne world as we learn more about the final shape and how we can stop it.
Yes, Simba. Thank you for the follow, Ghosty. Welcome in, Raiders. How was your stream? What were you doing? Oh, we're watching the Destiny 2 final shape reveal. Oh my God. Cream my pants. Eris got weird. Ah, that armor.
After all these years, all we've lost.
What a shit zipper.
Might be our last. So I'm asking you to rise.
Ooh, oh, I forgot about the new Tormentors.
One
They look
last
crazy.
time.
Can you imagine one of each of those and a Tormentor? Ooh. Destiny 2. Oh, collector's. I want to see the collector's edition. What do we get? I like it. I don't know. I like it. Seventh Spire looks really cool. The armor looks really
when we
cool.
create a collector's edition, we try and recreate items from the universe
Yes.
for players to enjoy outside of the game.
Show me something I wanna buy,
This year we're doing
please.
a Destiny 1 tower.
I hate it.
We really try to work hard at thinking about 10 years of Destiny and how best to encapsulate that experience.
Even as a
I
game
wanted-
dev who've worked on it since
Not that.
day one, like, I think having it be the tower is super exciting for us because it's going to kind of catalog your journey of a player from when you first started
It's
playing
not.
Destiny
I
all
don't
the way
know. It
to
looks.
now.
I don't know. It looks kind of
The
cheap.
tower, it's kind of like the beacon in
Looks
which
kind of
you're-
cheap
you're a
and.
place you can call home.
I don't want that.
You get the tower, and then there are actual figures
Oh
of
my
the
God.
Vanguard mentors that accompany
looks
that
so shit.
architectural model.
And there's a lot of like hidden messages and hidden things.
Oh my
There's
God.
gonna be some fun surprises. We're always trying to push the envelope.
Yay, it's the fun.
And so we've been
Oh,
playing
this
a
is
lot.
the
with
envelope being
magnetic
pushed.
locks and sound effects, lights. just
Lego,
sort of make
like,
this
looks better
experience
quality than
as
this.
a whole. Really special. It's
Have a
sort of
great
the
day,
perfect
Ghosty. Thank you so
symbol
much. I
of
appreciate you.
Destiny. I'm so excited for it.
Me too.
Oh my God, this is really bad. It looks like they haven't been painted yet. That looks like what the base coat's supposed to look like before they get painted. When you get a toy. Oh no. Lego? No, Lego fits into things. That's just a thing. I don't even know what that is. Oh, what do you guys think? Thank you so much for joining me for the Destiny 2 showcase. This is insane. I am so excited about the Crota's End armor. I'm so excited about the new seasonal structure. No more seasons. We got episodes now. I'm going to have an episode. We also got, what else? I got sick new supers. And yeah, I'm really excited. I'm going to be playing some Destiny right now, or as soon as I can, and watching the post show. But thank you for watching this video. Hit that like button if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe today for reactions every single day. And if you'd like to support me any further, head over to Patreon, where I do daily uploads of anime, anime TV, and movie reactions, full unedited, every single day. And I'm also live on Twitch some days, so you should check that out as well. Have a great night, look after yourself, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye!